Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for May 23rd through 29th, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Well, can we breathe a collective sigh of relief? This is a lot cooler, calmer energy than we've had in the last couple of weeks or so this week. We do still have Mercury in retrograde, so be a little bit extra careful with your communication, with your technology. Okay, just a little heads up. Mercury retrograde always kind of brings about some communication issues or misunderstandings, those kind of things. Okay, also can bring about downloads that don't work well, or internet connections that all of a sudden go on the fritz. Okay, those kind of energies. Retrograde can sometimes bring back things from the past. And in the week ahead, you might be thinking about what you can start fresh, what you can start new. Maybe you're looking for a do-over on something. And this is a wonderful week, a wonderful energy to do that. We do have on the May 30th, okay, day after the end of this reading, we've got a new moon in Gemini. And of course, that's all about new, setting in some intentions, okay? Maybe looking for, again, a fresh start, okay? Maybe even, like I said, a second chance. So we have the Wizard of Awareness and the Talisman coming out for you. It's quite interesting that these two have come out together. The Wizard of Awareness. It's really about taking a step back here and observing your situation, your surroundings. It's not one of action. It's contemplation and observation. And sometimes we need to take bold, inspired action at things, but quite often, first, we need to take a step back initially and just to kind of gather our resources, gather some information. It's kind of like when I get the Wizard of Awareness card here. It's kind of like sitting in the Los Angeles airport, which is a great place for people watching, by the way. Same with Las Vegas airport, two of the best airports ever for people watching. I love people watching. But it's kind of like that energy where you're not really part of the action at that particular moment, but you are kind of, sitting at the airport bar, drinking a margarita, just kind of observing all of the interesting things around you and just kind of, retaining some information. And sometimes that's where we find inspiration. Sometimes that's where we find answers when we do that. We just take that step back. Okay, so this is really about, you're very aware of the world around you. You're very aware of your situation. And when we take that step back, calm down our energy and just observe, then quite often that's where we get the answers that we're looking for. So, remember that sometimes there's a reason that we have the saying, the calm before the storm. This is the calm before that action. But we've got talisman here as well, which has to do with your inner wisdom. All of the experiences, both good, bad, and ugly, that you've been through, okay, all are part of your inner wisdom. They're the building blocks of life, the building blocks of your soul. When we get the talisman energy, there may be some decision that you need to make, or some challenge that you need to overcome, or even some decisions to make a fresh start. Okay, the second chances, your intentions, okay, all of these things. But you may have to make some decisions or make some moves, okay? And this is really spirit reminding you that you have all of the inner wisdom, the experience within you to make the right choice for yourself, whatever that happens to be. Good fortune awaits, okay? Good fortune, success, all of these things await for you. You just need to trust yourself to make the right choice for you. And sometimes that's hard to do, especially when we're surrounded by people, our friends, our family, our loved ones. They all mean well. They usually have pretty good intentions for the most part. And, but the thing is that you might actually be keeping something quiet to yourself, because maybe you don't want to hear anyone else's negativity. Perhaps you're just taking a step back from the world for the moment, and you're maybe trying to make an important decision, trying to make a choice, trying to maybe just gather your energy around you. And but you just might not be telling people what you're up to or what you're thinking about, and it's not because you don't trust anybody. It's just sometimes we don't want anyone else's input. We don't need it. And this is spirits really saying you don't need anyone else's input right now. Okay, you know what you want, you know what you need to do, and you have all of that wisdom within you to make the right choice for yourself. And it doesn't matter what anyone else, excuse me, what anyone else says. And, because quite often when people give advice, or, they come from that good place. Oh, excuse me. They come from that good place. But when people say, oh, you can't do that, or, oh my God, that's really risky, what they're actually doing is showing you their limitations, and maybe you're not interested. And I can see here that you're not interested as well. Keeping something close to yourself. The High Priestess is coming out for you. Wow, this is beautiful energy, actually. Okay, so bottom of the deck, the Ten of Wands. You're ready for a fresh start. You're ready to try something new, something different. Ten of Wands shows that there's maybe been some stresses, some burdens. Okay, you've had a lot on your plate. You've had a heavy workload. Okay, all of these things. You may have a lot of responsibility. You still might right now. But the Ten of Wands, you're done with a certain situation. Okay, you're ready to let something go. You're ready to try something new or different, or put up some boundaries somewhere. Okay, so you might be having a really good look and assessing your situation in the week ahead, and having a really good look at, where can I find some relief? What do I need to do differently to lighten my load? Okay, what responsibilities am I carrying that don't belong to me? And that Ten of Wands is that, nope, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to put up some boundaries. I'm going to have a conversation. I might even be walking away. Okay, and you're just kind of done. Those tens are endings leading way to new beginnings. So there's a fresh start. There's a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking, or those boundaries perhaps that you are putting up. And we do have some new energy coming in here for you. We have a shift in a cycle, but we also have something here with the High Priestess that is either hidden from you at the moment, okay, or perhaps you are again keeping something close to your chest. Okay, you're not talking about it. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can certainly be you and your spirit. Okay, you're looking to try new things. You're looking to have a sense of adventure. All right, you're being a little bit of innovative. Okay, you're changing the way you communicate, the way you look at the world. All right, maybe you're looking for a big change. Okay, but you might also be, changing your communication style, or trying something new in that regard. The Page of Swords. Pages quite often do bring news of some sort. Okay, but this can also represent that ability to find out new sources of information, okay, or to do a little bit of research and homework here first, right? Especially if you're looking at trying something different. The Page of Swords is quite often associated with Uranus energy, with Aquarian energy of being innovative. Technology may be at the forefront for some of you here, okay? But you might also just be looking to break free. You might be feeling a little bit rebellious in some aspect, right? And, but it's got this fresh energy to it. So the Page of Swords can be somebody that is coming into your world as well. Can be somebody younger than you. It can represent children sometimes, but it's something in its infancy. Okay, and it's quite often, that Page of Swords quite often associated with the internet, known as like the lurker of the tarot a little bit. So you may get someone comes in out of the blue, gets a little bit of a surprise, that High Priestess. Okay, perhaps somebody has had their eye on you for a little bit. Maybe someone's you might have like a friend or a business associate or something, or a love come back from the past for you. Okay, and this may catch you a little bit off guard, or your intuition, your spidey senses were telling you that there's something going on in the background. You might not know what it is, okay, but your intuition is telling you. And we do have all this quiet kind of energy in here of you going within, okay, or just trusting all of your higher senses. And so if you're thinking, that, I just don't know, I have a feeling that someone's going to reach out, or I have a feeling that something is going to catch me off guard, then yes, it certainly could be. Okay, because that Page of Swords can be somebody initiating some sort of conversation in some way. Maybe you get a Facebook message from someone you haven't seen in a million years. You might be like on something like LinkedIn or something like that, right? If you're, kind of scoping out the job pages at all, right? Maybe someone wants to connect with you and you're like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you for like 10 years. It could lead you towards something really quite positive. in your world, okay? But that Page of Swords does bring in some new energy, okay, or improved energy as well, improved communication, improved thought processes, okay, expanding your knowledge, that kind of thing, right? It's, but it can also bring in a little bit of spontaneity as well. So maybe you're looking for some things to happen really quick, okay? But the High Priestess is here, so you're trusting your intuition. Your intuition is really what's guiding you in the week ahead. Okay, this is just showing you the path, showing you the way, showing you the answers. You might be quite conservative in your approach to things in the week ahead, right? The High Priestess is very mute, very quiet. Okay, doesn't reveal anything. All right, so again, you might just be just like the Talisman, just like the Wizard of Awareness. You've got this really big connection to your higher self this week, and I think this is really kind of showing you the way, giving you a heads up about some things. Okay, so trust that it may be leading you and guiding you in a certain direction, showing you the pathway, showing you the way forward, illuminating something for you there as well. But again, the High Priestess, I think you're not really talking about a lot of things this week. Maybe you're just feeling not talkative, okay? But you might have something on the go here, especially that Ace of Cups as well, where you're just, being a little bit quiet. And we don't always need to blurt out every part of our lives to other people, okay? But I think here there may be something that either there's some uncertainty, it's like you've got something new that you're thinking of or that is coming in for you and you're not necessarily shouting it from the rooftops because maybe there's some uncertainty, okay? Or it's like, I'm a little bit skeptical. I mean, I don't really have skeptical cards of Five of Cups maybe, okay? But sometimes we embrace some new things, or we take fresh approaches at things, or we've got some plans that we're looking to put in place, but we're a little bit, how should we say? It's not that you don't trust yourself, but you're just, how do I want to say that? We don't always want to tell everybody what we're up to just in case something doesn't work out, especially if you're taking a risk, especially if you're taking a chance at something, okay? Or you're just not 100% positive, right? Sometimes we want to just enjoy the moment, right? We want to just keep something to ourselves because we're feeling good and we just want to enjoy the moment before we share it with anyone else. So anyways, but there's something a little bit secretive or unknown, but there may also be a secret revealed here for you as well, okay? But the Ace of Cups is your something new love, new friendship, new romance. This can also be new creative opportunities. There's a healing element that comes with the Ace of Cups here as well. So again, whether there's something new, something that makes you very happy, the Ace of Cups is the holy grail of happiness, of joy, of love, of peace, of harmony. Okay, all of those things, wonderful things, new connections, improvements in your world here as well. You could just be feeling really good. The Ace of Cups is when we are in full-on open mode. We're connected with our heart chakra. We are open and ready to receive. Your spiritual gifts may be very heightened in the week ahead here as well, okay? The Page of Swords, the next level of something there, okay? The High Priestess, there's your spiritual self, and the Ace of Cups, your spiritual self as well. So certainly your spiritual self your higher self is very much on point in the week ahead. So that Ace of Cups does represent all of this new energy. So whether there's something really coming in here for you, especially with that communication there, or whether this is what you are planning, right? You could just be kind of making a little bit of plans for your future, but you may also have a little bit of luck. All right, the Wheel of Fortune is coming in here for you. Now this is coming in as an advice position, okay? Advice from Spirit. Remember to keep your vibration high, to think positive, to focus on solutions, to look forward, to be thankful and grateful for the present, okay? And because this is what keeps your luck flowing. This is what keeps you moving forward. When we get the Wheel of Fortune, this is a reminder of the ebb and flow of life, the cycles of life. Sometimes we're down, we hit rock bottom when we think, oh my God, I'm never going to get back up to the top again. And then sometimes when we're at the top, we don't believe that we can, slide backwards. Okay. So Spirit wants to remind us that in the ebb and flow of life, there's the good and the bad, and that we're always those things that we're meant to experience. But I think here that Spirit's trying to give you that advice to keep an open mind, keep an open heart, trust your intuition, okay, because there's some great things that are happening for you. You might just find yourself simply being in the right place at the right time. You might simply get some sort of communication that kind of sparks a little bit of something in you, or kind of gives you a bit of a epiphany moment, okay? You may also be just discovering some truth or discovering new opportunities, right? That universal green light that comes in with the Wheel of Fortune, energy of expansion, of growth, of, making bold choices, maybe even taking a risk. Okay, there may be something here, there may be a little bit of a risk that you're taking, but it feels good, it feels right. And that could be part of that secrecy, right? If someone, if you have some negative people around you, or just some very conservative people around you, people who don't get out of their comfort zone, people who don't think outside the box, you might be a little bit more adventurous than that here, Sag. Okay, and there may just be something there where it might be a little bit risky what you're planning, okay? But you just have this inner knowing that this is something that you're meant to try, that you're meant to do. All right. That Wheel of Fortune does bring in some karma, does bring in fate and destiny as well. Okay, so you might just have this fated energy. You might just feel this inner tug, this inner pull in a certain direction to go a certain path, okay, or to you might be discovering something there. You can't quite explain it. You're not sure what it is. You're just kind of following the lead. You're following the tug. It's like finding a trail of popcorn in the forest. You're like, oh, where does this go? And, there might be something scary along the way. Okay, like Little Red Riding Hood or Hansel and Gretel following breadcrumbs, right? And, but sometimes we don't know where the path is going to lead us. We don't know what's going to happen at the other side. But sometimes we just have this overwhelming urge to take certain steps. And that may be the path that you're on, and Spirit says, yes, I'm leading you towards something really good, something positive. Just trust your senses and trust that you're on the right path. Blessings headed your way, the Five of Cups. You're finding the positive in every moment. You're finding solutions. You're getting resolution. You're finding some peace and some healing here as well. You're overcoming some challenges, right? The Ace of Cups, your heart is open. You're finding some peace. You're getting some healing there for some of you, okay? But this can also represent that your blessing this week is to find a different way, is to not be attached on a certain outcome, okay, or to not cry over spilt milk, so to speak. This Five of Cups, usually we have 3 cups that are spilt and 2 that are standing. This particular deck has 2 that are spilt and 3 cups that are still standing. So if you're looking for some solutions this week, you'll find them. Okay, if you have some issues or some challenges, something that causes you some heartache or some grief this week, then you have an opportunity to right some wrongs, okay, or to take a different approach, all right, to focus on the solution and not the problem, right? We need to look at the problems that we have. We need to look at our challenges that we're faced every single day, because we need to understand it. We need to understand the root cause. Well, how the hell did this go? How did this go sideways, right? We need to understand those things in order to formulate a plan, in order to figure out a solution. Okay, so, but we don't want to linger in that energy of negativity or loss or holy crap, this didn't work, well, I just give up. Okay, the Five of Cups here is your blessing. You're not giving up. You're looking towards the future. You're moving past something that's a challenge for you, and you're finding a better way. You're finding those solutions, the innovation that comes along with that Page of Swords, your inner wisdom and instincts, okay, that come in with that High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, finding your better way, finding a different path forward. You may also get some closure with something here as well, especially if there is something that's coming up from the past, okay, or if there's something in your present world here, you may be getting some closure, right, righting those wrongs. The Ten of Wands, again, finding a better way, okay. The Page of Swords could certainly be you perhaps having a very important conversation, initiating a conversation. The pages initiate things, so initiating some sort of conversation that has to happen, okay, because there's something there that's causing you some grief. And then that Ace of Cups, it's like, oh, this beautiful sense of relief. Okay, so sometimes when we do take some initiative, all right, when we do get something started, when we get the ball rolling, we end up, back on track, okay, or we don't feel as though life is out of control, right? We're getting things back in order there. But we've got the Queen of Coins coming out as your overall outcome. Wonderful energy here of success and stability, nurturing your goals, nurturing your world around you. The Queen of Coins is really focused on what you want to achieve and achieving it. Okay, so you're getting where you want to go. You're taking a calm, cool, collected, mindful approach at things. Okay, you're finding solutions, you're finding information, and you're being very patient with that Queen of Coins there, right? You're committed to your goals, okay, and you are doing whatever it takes, okay, to to nurture your dreams, okay, or to get things where you want them to be. That Queen of Coins is a wonderful energy, okay, of that success and stability, but it's very calm energy, and it's one of being open as well, right? When we we sometimes plant our seeds of intention, or we get something started, and then we need to kind of just take our time to really see something through to completion without rushing through things, right? That's how we get things on track. So that Queen of Coins, I think you're really getting things on track. You're taking initiative here as well, okay? And I think you're just being very patient. You're being very calm, cool, and collected. Cool as a cucumber, if they say, okay? And Sag, I mean, quite often you are full of fire, you're ambitious, you're full of optimism, okay? But I think you also realize when you need to take things a little bit slower, or when you need to, I think you have a little bit of an energy of being discerning, right? You know when to let your light shine, but you also know when to kind of take that step back a little bit. And there's a little bit of that taking a step back energy, but I think there's a big purpose for it here for you this week. So let's get one last message here for you. Thank you. And we have the Grouse. The Grouse is an interesting energy. So the Grouse, express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. Okay, connect with yourself, connect with the earth, get grounded. Okay, with that Queen of Coins there, and so again, like, it's just, I mean, this is certainly a message here of kind of some physical activity, some physical movement. Okay, but I just also am getting this energy here that you're dancing to the beat of your own drum here, Sag, this week. You're doing things that are unique to you, okay? And again, it's really all of this quiet energy that's coming in here, right? This contemplation, this inner knowing, but also this Page of Swords is really, really standing out right now, right? Dancing to the beat of your own drum, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone, all of these things, okay, are all coming in kind of like that Grouse, right? And you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just doing my thing, and I am living life, and I am loving where I'm at. I'm getting things done. I'm finding new solutions, and I think you just got a lot of really positive aspects that are coming into your reading in the week ahead. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. Check out the repeating numbers, by the way, 2 10s, so 1010. Okay, something coming to an end, so something new can start. And we have that Ace of Cups there as well, so you've got 111 coming out here because 10s reduced down into 1s, okay? So anyways, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.